First step of making your futon assembly easy is pulling all your hardware out and making a list of it to make sure you have it all. Inside your hardware kit you'll see there are two tools, two different sizes of hex or Allen key. You will also need a Phillips head screwdriver for a few screws and to make sure that your cross dowel fittings go into the wood parts in the right direction. Step 2, check to make sure you have all your wooden pieces for your wood futon frame, which will consist of one box containing two arms and four other pieces, a seat platform, a back platform, and two stretcher rails. Step 3, take one of the bolts and clear the holes in the rails of any loose wood debris that may have been left when the holes were created. The next step is to take your rails, put in the cross dowels, and make sure they are turned the right direction so that your bolt can enter from this end. Now that all the cross dowels have been inserted, simply take your bolt, insert it into the end, and just check to make sure that it lines up nice and smoothly. This will just make your assembly go a lot easier and with less stress. And on that one, it was a little snug, so I'm just going to turn this around, face the cross dowel a different direction, and retry it just to make sure it goes Now that you've checked that all your cross dowels are functioning correctly, take one of your arms and start by taking a cross rail and attaching it to the arms with a pin. Just twist it with your finger. You don't need to use a tool just yet because you want to keep it loose. And as you can see, the bolts are only in just a little bit to make sure they're catching. Then add your second arm. Now take your seat and back platform, lay them on the ground upside down. The longer pieces that are sticking out are attached to the back platform. Those pieces will attach to the seat. And have a look at the seat platform, and you want to find two small holes that will be towards one edge. These are pilot holes for a part called wedges that will be added on at the end. You want those to be away from the back platform. Now to attach the seat and back platform, you'll need to take the bushing, which is that piece, and put it through the side of the back platform. If it's a little snug, make sure you're lined up and use a hammer just to lightly tap it through. Take your small nut, insert it into the bushing, and screw it together tightly. You'll find there are two sizes of hex key, one for each head, to tighten it up. You'll notice that it'll only tighten so far, and this is to allow the seat and the back platform to move independently without the bolt coming loose. If you've purchased a double or a queen size frame, you'll find two sticks the shape of this inside the packaging. These sticks will attach to the seat deck. At roughly the midway point you'll find a hole. The bolt that attaches the two is designed so that it can't be tightened up completely and allow the stick to operate freely on gravity. You'll need to attach this these sticks to the seat deck before you place your seat and back deck between your arms and do it up in the final stage. Once you've assembled your seat to your back platform, flip it back over so it's the right side up. Then make sure that the arms that you've already attached to the rails are tilted outwards on both sides. This will make it easier to put your back and seat platform between the two. Before you put them in, you'll need to insert the roller dowels into these side bushings already attached to the frame. And there's 2 on each side. With the arms flared out, now take your seat and back deck with an extra person, move it between the arms, gently rest them down on the rails, and line up the rollers with the grooves in the arm. Go to the other side and repeat the process. Then take your Allen key and go around the frame and tighten up all of the bolts around the frame. You'll find there are 2 bolts at the front and the back of each arm. Once you've tightened up all your bolts around your arms, you'll then want to attach the safety wedges, which can be white or black and come with 2 small screws. There will be 1 for each side of the frame, and you'll notice the pilot holes that we pointed out earlier on the bottom of your frame. You'll find that most wedges will have a little nib on the end, and the pilot hole might be a little bit tight, but just give it a hard push or tap it with the end of your screwdriver to get it in. When doing the screw through the wedge, make sure you tighten it so it's firm, but not too tight as to break the plastic. You've finished assembling the frame. Take your cover, unzip it completely, fold the flap over the edge, and you'll place your mattress inside. Make sure all the corners are lined up. Come around the edges. You can then pull the flap back over. You can shake it out to even it out a little bit better. Then simply flip your mattress over to show your pattern side of choice. Lift up your frame, and at the same time put your hand in the middle where you want it to be creased, and the mattress will fold over your hand. And there you have your futon frame. Your futon might be larger than this, but they all go together the same.